Elders or traditions aren't always right. And this is part one. Elders or traditions aren't always right. Elders or traditions aren't always right. This is part one. Traditions deserve respect. Elders too deserve honor. On this, I stand firmly. This, I believe with every fiber of my being. So yes, traditions should be revered and elders should be esteemed, but neither should be followed blindly. For truth is, elders aren't always right, and traditions are not always right. From ancient times to recent memories, many destinies have been led into valleys of regret by old customs and by words never questioned. Let me explain. I'll borrow from my own story. A story involving my father, my family, and a tradition I was accepted without a second thought. From birth till today, I have loved my father so deeply. I've admired him quite greatly. In my eyes, he has always been larger than life, and that has never changed. And it will never change. Yet, from childhood until around 2021, I submitted myself to a family practice simply because it was tradition. Back then, Messi, had not yet been born. There were Auntie Mitose, Bro Victor, Auntie Miyemi, Bodami Shanu, Bro Elijah, Omonito, myself, and Little Tope at the time. And I'm speaking of the early 1990s. We would gather in a circle, laughing, talking, and eating from the same plate. And honestly, those memories are beautiful. But that is not the point. That is not the point. The interesting part came whenever we ate swallows, laughing, tuwo or semo. Before touching the mound of food before us, a small bowl of water would be placed in our midst. Then the ritual began. Auntie Mitosin first, then Bro Victor, then Auntie Miyeni, then Boda Mishanu, then Elijah, then Omonito, then me, and then Tope. One after another, we would wash our hands in a bowl. The same bowl, the same water, the same tradition. It didn't matter how cloudy the water became. It didn't matter how many hands had already washed or passed through the water. Each person took a turn, then returned to eating as though nothing had changed. And after the meal, the same pattern continued. The same bowl, the same water, the same unquestioned custom. This practice followed me through childhood, through secondary school, and even into my university years. Long after I should have questioned it, I still accepted it. Not because I'd examined it, not because I was convinced by it, but because it was what we had always done. Even after I began living alone with my father, the tradition remained. We often ate from the same plate. And whenever food arrived, respect demanded that I waited. No matter where he had come from, no matter what he had touched. He washed first, then I washed. In that same bowl, the water unchanged before the meal and after the meal. Day after day, year after year. Then came 2021, my year of epiphany. One day, with all the humility a son could gather, I raised an objection. I raised a concern, not with pride, not with pride, not from rebellion, but from reason. I spoke to him about the health implications of that practice, respectfully, carefully, and lovingly. And something remarkable happened. My father listened. He considered the evidence. He followed the logic. And in that moment, he realized that traditions can be wrong, that elders can be mistaken, that respect does not require silence, and that correction, when offered with wisdom, is not an insult. It is growth. So you see, my friends, elders deserve honor. Traditions deserve respect, but neither deserves blind obedience. For wisdom is not determined by age alone, and truth does not become truth simply because it has existed for a long time. Sometimes the greatest respect we can give a tradition is to improve it, And sometimes the greatest honor we can give an elder is to help them see what they have not yet seen. For elders and traditions, though worthy of reference, are not always right. Benjamin Oloribimadebayo is my name. I'm a writer, I'm a teacher, and most importantly, I'm a troubled heart in the universe. Thanks for listening.